This meeting is being recorded.
We are defining class. We were explaining about class, then inside class, how self works and how init works. Till
Oh,
there, then how we can call the class, create object for select different object for the same class. How we can call till there we.
okay. So we discussed about the class object, right?
Yes.
What does it mean by class? What does it mean by object? What is mean by self? What is mean by constructor, right? And
Yes.
how it will be linked. So everything you understood. So we discussed about the instance, right? What does it mean by instance? Instance is nothing but a creation of object. Okay, that word you need to remember. So for example, I will take class of student same here. So let's say if it is a pass. So what is the instance now? Is there any instance here?
No, we have to
There is no
create.
instance. So if I'm creating one instance, so do I need to give any values here? Is there any constructor?
No.
So we are not going to give any values. So the S1 is nothing but an instance. Okay. If I'm creating two instances or three instances, so these are the three instances. That is the one you need to understand, right? Instance is nothing but a creation of object. Okay. So, and also, for example, I will take name equal to Srikanth. Okay. And age equal to 28. This is how I'm taking. So if I want to print this one, how can I print? Print of yes dot name, right? Is this a way?
Yes. Yes.
I'm able to, I will, right? I'm able to get it. But I give an example, right? Yesterday. So this is your home and that belongs to Arya or Srikanth or Saujanya, right? But the same thing, this is belongs to your home. This is identifies as your home, right? But if I'm taking same another instance, for example, S1 and S2, this is how I'm taking. But if I'm printing the same S1, S1, S2, S2, am I able to get for all the instances? Then what is the difference? Is there any difference for this instance? This should be Srikanth home, right? And this should be Arya and this should be Saujanya. But I'm able to access each and everything, right? What is the difference? There is no difference for every instances, right? Right? So this
Yes.
is your home. This is your home blueprint. I've constructed my blueprint. If I'm accessing, if I turn my fan on my home, if it is accessing your fan electricity, will that be a good enough?
No.
No, right? So what I mean to say is there is no changing of instance, there is no changing of values if I are taking without self. Okay?
Mhm.
If we are
Okay.
not taking, if we are taking a self, then it will be considered as okay, this class belongs to this student. And this one is belongs to another Arya. And this one is belongs to another person. Okay? That is what you need to understand. So if I'm giving, let's say if I'm calling something like method, def of greet of self, right? So if I'm calling this one self dot age equal to 20 age, I will something not age location. Okay, something not location equal to Bangalore. So do I need to call, do I need to give, let's say if I want to call this method, how can I call? If I want to call this method, how can I call?
S dot greet.
S dot greet. S dot greet. Right? Do I need to give self?
No.
So what does it mean by self? Student, right?
Yes.
Student is nothing but a yes, right? So internally, how it will be considered? If we are calling this method, so internally, how it is calling? Student, student dot greet, right? This is same as, right? Same as yes dot greet, right?
Yes.
So this will be, and here greet will take a yes as a instance. Which instance? Yes as a instance. So yes is nothing but a student of class. Class is nothing but a related to these. Okay. This instance is by default it will be given self, right? This is internal. If you confuse, if you understood this one, this will be easy. So whatever we are creating an object, when we are calling this one, it will be treated as like this. S dot student is nothing but a student dot greet of yes object. This is the instance. So a self is nothing but a object, right? Instance, right? So this belongs to this Srikanth or this student or this class. That is how it will be considered. Okay.
Okay. One doubt, like if we create one more S1, then also location will be Bangalore, no? They won't be changed, right?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
If one more instance we created, S1 is equal to a class student.
Yes.
So S1 dot greet there also, then for S1 also the location, if we that location
Okay.
attribute will be having Bangalore only, right?
Okay. So this is the one you mean to say it, right? So
Yes. Yes. What is the
S1
difference in
dot
if create
greet.
self also?
S1
Yes.
dot greet.
Yes.
Right? So as per
Yes.
our discussion, what will happen internally? What will happen? Forget this one. Forget this one. And what will happen? What will happen? Just I need an explanation. S1 dot greet. What will happen internally?
It will create an object
This is
S1
this
and
one. This is the class. It will take as this one, right? Student one.
yes,
Student one instance, right?
hmm,
Dot
greet.
greet.
Got
Greet of
yes.
which one? S1, right?
Student one, yes.
Yes, S1. So which is the class here? Same, right?
Okay.
Which is the
Hmm,
greet here? Same, right?
hmm,
But this is different between this is. Both are different. Both instances are different. We are creating two instances. This is just a blueprint. What does it mean by
okay.
class?
It is a blueprint.
It is a blueprint, right? So blueprint, with the help of the blueprint, we can create as many as objects we want. It
Okay.
may looks the same, right? So the same house I may construct in the same beside, like there is a there will be a community, right? Every house will be same for 10 houses or 20 houses in a street, right? So that is nothing but a blueprint. With that blueprint, they constructed 10 buildings, but the
Mhm.
instances are different. The objects, your house is different, different from the new house, which is looks similar, right? But those functionalities are different and your functionalities are different, right? So if you want to modify those functionality, you can modify. Okay, but this is the blueprint. With this blueprint you can create any instances and any number of instances, but those instances will be different. This is different and this is different, but these are not different. These are not different. Mean here I'm able to access. Am I getting access from all the objects, even though even though I've created a same different instances, so these instances getting from the same class, same class only, these values will get it. You are able to understand? Should I explain it?
I
No?
understood that first one, but here also we are creating. I'm not getting when we are using self and when we are not using self, how that difference is coming.
Here, this one,
Yes.
self, what does it mean by self? Self is nothing but an instance. This is the one, right?
Yes.
Same. So both are same, but this is where this is another instance and this is another instance. So here it is taking a same, like these are same or no? Let's say s1 dot name and s1 dot name. I will
Yes, it.
remove this one. So this is another instance. So if it is another s is another instance, right? S is another instance or no? S1 is another instance or no?
Yes.
These are another different instances, different objects, right? But here, even though different objects, but it will be accessed. These are basically the class variables. We'll discuss what does it mean if it is below the class and above the functionalities. What does it mean? It is nothing but a class variables or a static variables. We'll discuss those things. But those values will be taken as the same things. Same. What I will do is I will create a, mm, let's say I will create one class student and therefore construct self. I will take name, just name, then self dot name equal to name, right? And or I will take age also, age, self dot age equal to age. Okay, and here I will take name x equal to class variable y equal to same, x is enough. Okay, yes, so equal to student I will take. So what are the this is instance, this is another instance, right? So this is instance, I will take Srikanth, 28. Okay, so if I want to print it, and I will also create one more. This is Arya, this is Sonia. S1 and S2. Okay, so print of S dot name, print of S dot age. S1, S1, S2, S2. So these are different instances and we are going to get a different values. Am I right or wrong?
Yes.
So different instances and a different values we are going to get it, right? My age is different. I just want to consider this is different age. Okay, we are getting different instances, but s dot print of s dot x, s1 and s. So this is the one which is sharing each and every same value. So is there any difference?
No.
Is there any difference for the instances what we are going to create? Everything when we are creating an object, by default it will be considered as a global variable. So every object will be taking as this one. There is no difference for the different instances, right? Got it?
Yes, yes, now understood.
Got it, right? So
Yes.
this is what I mean to say. So if we are creating an instance, so for different instance it should be variant, right? So this is nothing but a class variables. This will accessed by every object whatever we are going to create. This will be like let's say you we are in a school. Okay, let's say I'm considering one school. I'm running one school. You are the students. Okay, so your name or my name or Saujanya name will be different, right? If you have 100 members, 100 members will name will be different. These are the student 1 details, student 2 details, student 3 details, right? If you have 100 members, different objects and different functionalities and different instance, everything different, right? Right? Audible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
And what is this? Is this sharing for every object? It means it is common for every object, right?
Yes.
So what is the common between you and other all the students? The common thing is the school. Let's say if it is something like St. Peter School. St. Peter School. So every object, every student comes under this school only or no?
Yes.
So every object can access only this one instead of creating each and every object. Okay.
Okay.
So this is nothing but a class variable. We'll discuss it now. But as of now, 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Yeah. So where we are now. So I hope you understood, right? Audible? Hello?
Yes, Regal, go ahead.
Yes. So, so we can proceed, right?
Yes.
So first thing we are going to discuss. Are you watching these notes, whatever I'm sending in a WhatsApp?
Yesterday, yes, if I have doubt while writing the answers, I will see that.
Oh, 1 minute. I copied that one. Okay, I'm pasting it here. Then we are going to discuss about the instance variable. So we are going to discuss about the instance variable. So what does it mean by instance? What does it mean by instance?
Creating the object of the class.
Yes. So instance variable is a variable which belongs to the each object, right? Each object separately, right? So how they are segregating? Using the self. They are created using the self, right? Internally, how it was using self, right? So when we are
Yes.
calling, it will take first class. Here, this one we already discussed, right? First, when we are creating an object and when we are calling this, it will treat like it will take class, then the method and the S1 as a self. And this is the object. I mean, we are by default, it will take as a self. Which is which one? That instance, right? This is how it will be internally doing. You got that point? Or
Yes, understood.
class of student I will take and self. This is an instance what we are going to take, and I will take name and age. Then self. You already write it right here. Oh, where is this? Where is this? I pasted. 1 minute. No. We discussed about those. Maybe it was not copied. Oh, I forgot to copy that. Okay, no problem. The previous which I have taken, right? Like instance, how it was different. I forgot to copy that, but no problem. You understood, right? How it
Yes.
is? Yeah. So instance variable self dot name equal to name, self dot age equal to age. Then I will create one instance s1 equal to student. This is same as what we discussed. Recon and something Arya. Then Saujanya. Okay.
We should
S1.
give age also.
Sorry.
We should give age also.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, and 3. So this is how it will be different, right? And whatever we are giving here, whatever we are giving, this will be same. Whatever the values, it will be considered, and this is nothing but a variables, right? So if it is outside of the class, how we are calling this x equal to 10? How we are calling this variable, right?
Yes.
This is nothing but a variable, right? Or object. But if it is we are assigning the value, then we can consider it as a variable. But if it is
Yes.
taking inside the class, how we will call it? Attributes, right?
Yes.
So the something should be different, right? That is the reason instead of directly taking name, we will attach this self. Remember this one. Okay. So what is the difference? So if you are taking inside the class, it is nothing but attributes. If it is taking inside the functionalities, that is nothing but methods, right? And if you are taking inside the class, self must be there so that it will be linked, so that whatever the instance you are taking, that will be considered as this name. This name will be considered as this name, right? So this is I'm going to print s1 dot name, s1 dot age, right? So I can able to get all the values, right? So basically this is nothing but a instance variables. whatever we are attaching with a self, right? Internally it is doing something, right? First of all, it will take class, then dot name of which one? Self, s1, right? So s1 will be which instance? This is the instance. Okay, this is the instance, it is created. Which is the name? Okay, this is the name. Okay, this is the name which will be filled here. Okay, then it will be considered. This is how it will be internally doing, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is if it is anything which is attached with a self, that is nothing but a instance variable. Okay, got it?
Yes, got it.
Then I will proceed with the class variable, that is already we discussed. So class variable is belongs to the belongs to the class itself. It belongs to the class itself and shared by all the objects, right? We already seen that. And it will be belongs to the class itself. Okay, so the previous one, it belongs to the which one? Object instance. Each instance based on that name, it will be separated, right? But here, if I am taking like this, school equal to something like ABC. Okay, ABC school, ABC school, something like that. So if the variables which are present, if you are going into the project or something, the variables present inside the class and above the constructor or a functionalities, all those values will be considered as a class variables, and that will be belongs to the class itself. Even though you are creating a different objects, it will take as a same class and it will take the same value even though you are creating a different instance. Got it?
Yes.
So if I want to print the school, school, slowly, s1 dot, s2 dot, school, and s3 dot, school. So it will take same instance, same class, same variable. There will not be any difference. Even though we are creating a different objects, that value will be same. All the objects see the same value. Okay, it is not going to change. All the students, okay, all the students, spelling mistake, all the students which belongs to the same school, right? Students you can consider it as a objects, instances, right? So and the school is nothing but a class variable. It will be same for everything. That is nothing but a class variables. Class or a static variable will consider as. Okay, remember if it is class inside the, if the variables present inside the class and above the constructor or a build function, then it will be considered as a class or a static variable. It will be same for all the instances in your project. If it is creating a lot of variables also, lot of objects also, but it will take a same object. You don't want to change, right? Every time why you need to change the variables if it is a fixed one, right? May waste of memory, waste of interpreter consumption energy, right? Why we need to change? So if you open the ICICI bank, ICICI bank will be fixed for every object, for every human being, right? Account number will be changed, name will be changed, surname will be changed, balance will be changed, but ICICI bank names remain same, right? That is nothing but a class variable. Okay, then we can go for the local variable. We need to discuss about local variables and the global variables. We'll discuss, but inside the class, what does it mean by local variables? So taking a class of student, I will create one function which is not linked to the any of a self or CLS, or CLS will be we'll discuss in something. I'll take some show self, then x equal to, I will tell x equal to 10. Okay, print of x. So s equal to student. I'm creating one instance. Okay. So how can I call this? S dot show. Right? Am I able to print it? So what does it mean by local variable? Local variable is a variable, normal variable, which or inside a method. It should be inside a method, and it will exist only during the method execution. So it will be called only during the method execution only. We are not going to access, or we are s dot x. Am I able to access? Am I able to access?
No.
No, right? Or right? So local variables are nothing but a normal variables, and it will be used only inside this method, and those will be executed and those will be accessed only inside this method only. We are not going to access anywhere or anywhere or any outside of the class, inside of the class. That is nothing but a normal variable or a local variable. Whenever we are calling the normal functionality, whenever we are calling that functionality, it's like a normal function only. Therefore, function of something x equal to 10. So it will be printed when we are calling that, right? When we are calling that function only. Okay, when we are calling that function, then only it will be executed, right? It will not be executed anywhere. Okay,
Okay.
got it?
Yes, understood.
But a class variable, instance variable, we are able to access. Let's say I'll take the same thing here. Let's say instead of this one, self dot x. So I will not print it. I want to print here. Am I able to access it? Print of. How can I call the object here? Or I
Yes.
can directly. First I will print here. Okay. First of all, s dot show. Then it will get printed. Dot ex. It will get printed. And if I want to call that function, how can I? Or I should go inside a equal to yes dot show a dot self dot x. Let me try. Self is an untype. Self is not defined. Okay. So if it is an instance variable, we if it is a method Cannot access. Okay. So we cannot access outside of the class also, but we can access. Therefore, some method I will take. Some method I will take here. Am I able to access it? Print of self dot x. I should able to access. Yes dot show some. Then self dot x. What? Where? Line number 108. Student object no attribute x. Attribute error. Attribute error. Self. Okay. So I have to look into this. But okay. So we'll proceed with the classes. What we are doing, what we are proceeding. We'll get each and everything. We'll get answer each and everything. So I already discussed about the local variables and static variables or class variables and instance variables. Till here, you have any doubt? If you are going and debugging each and everything, the class will not be completed. Till here, what does it mean by local variables? What does it mean by instance variables and the class variables? Got it? Arya and Saujanya, you have any doubt till here?
Yes. No.
We can proceed,
Can
right?
yes.
Okay. So instance method we need to discuss. What does it mean by instance method? Same as instance method. What does it mean by instance? Basically, if it is inside a class, instance will be self. If it is outside a class, instance will be object, right?
Yes.
Right? That is what you need to understand. So instance method the name indicating instance method. So it is inside a class, it is taking a self, then it will be considered as a, and we are creating a method, then it will be considered as a instance method.